So let's take a look at this plumbing issue again. Now that we were successful getting them to install a second line. Oh, they haven't done it yet. They're supposed to be here this morning. So you can see this is all water line right here. I wanted to show you something here. This is a break in the water line. This is how they splice it. It's a pretty clever way of doing it. Very easy. Good morning. How are you? You just cut the line and splice it in. Let me show you what's going on down here. Because I was looking at, oh, where are they going to put in a second meter? By the way, if you get a leak, the water pressure isn't great to begin with. So if you have an open source, like an open line somewhere, like a bathroom faucet is leaking or a toilet is leaking, you'll lose water pressure and it'll start sucking air. And that's part of our problem. There's another splice. And so that's why we had to turn those toilets off, because we had leaks everywhere. It doesn't look like we solved that problem yet though. The outdoor bathroom did not properly seal, and I think I know why. It's mostly because it's not level. So here you have the water meters. This piece looks new right here. I wonder if that's ours. I don't think so. They didn't come to the house and tell us that they had installed it yet. But that definitely, these meters are brand new right here. There is a lot of building going on here all the way down the Barangay Road here. This access road, it has houses going up left and right. As far as you can see, I actually haven't been down to the end of this roadway here to see what's going on. But so that's where we're going to be grabbing the metered water, or rather, Jill was telling me they actually run a line. Actually run one of these hoses, blue or black hose, all the way down from the meter to the front of the house. I think that's pretty cool if they actually do that. All right, so anyway, let's go down to the house and I'll show you what we got going on and what I think is going on in terms of the water pressure. And like I said, this second line is going to help a little bit. And it should be fairly easy to install it. But I'll show you what the plan is. Of course, I got expert help also. It's going to be helping me out solve this problem. Mike at Hey Joe Buena Vista Dreamin', who's a plumber. It's going to help me figure this out. All right, so here it comes in here, and the line is buried. So the line is not destroyed underneath that when we're pulling in here and parking the vehicle, the jalopy here. All right, so let me show you. So here's what I think is issue number one. So issue number one is this line right here they use for laundry. And when they use this water line for laundry and it's open and running, this goes directly into the house. I'll show you how it's tied in. So this is the first open line or water spigot that comes directly from the city water. And so you see already, I know you're thinking, uh-oh, that's problematic. Yeah, because right here you can actually open this. You can open this water spigot, and then the rest of the house isn't going to be fed any water supply. So that second line, I don't want to mess with this too much right here, right? I think this is properly placed and they could use it for laundry. So we take the second line and we tie it in over here is what my thought is. Now, under here we have a 5-gallon water storage tank. It actually is a very expensive whole house water heater, but we ended up not using it for that. So I said, hey, let's put it in line so we get a little extra boost of water, you know, so it could feed into the water pump. So the idea makes sense probably as long as this is filled with water. And it is full with water. So I think that what we need to do is we need to just simply bring that second line in here and tie in right here. This line right here, incoming, right? Incoming, the innie, right? Yeah, it's marked cold water supply line. So if we tie in here, it's going to be very easy because you just undo this and tee it off, right? Then put a check valve in here somewhere so the water doesn't return back from the source. And then it guarantees the pushing through of the water, consistent water supply. All right. You see where I'm going with this? All right. It's hard to maneuver because there's so many. I can hardly walk through here. I'm so fat and everybody wants to store everything over here. All right. So now, let's go over and see the water pump. Oh, by the way, okay. Then you also have the bathroom. And when that leaks, the same thing happens. It's going to be sucking air. All right. So we have to figure out where to park all these vehicles so they're out of the way of this bathroom access. So anyway, because this is important. I mean, it's important to me anyway. So anyway, I had to turn that water supply off because it was leaking. It's been leaking all night. Okay, you come over here, and the line continues from that 5-gallon tank over to here, and this, of course, would be the water pump. And so the original idea was to put another tank downline and also replace that 5-gallon tank with a 500 milliliter tank, a big one. I don't think any of that is necessary if we run the second line. Once it starts feeding in, then it's going to push the water inside here. It's going to bypass that outdoor spigot that they use for laundry. Let's go over there. I'll show it to you one more time. It'll bypass that line so that we don't get any backflow from and lose water in this water tank, because this also acts as a water pressure tank. I mean, because it is rated for, I can't remember, Mike, what are water heaters rated for? You can tell me in the comment section below. No, I'm going to FaceTime you in a minute or send you this video. All right, then you look down there. You see we have a check valve to prevent the water to returning back to the source. So we'll also have to put a check valve in the incoming line and make sure that it's going the proper direction. So anyway, once air gets in this line, the whole thing is screwed up because there isn't enough water pressure to sustain the number of outlets we have inside the house. You know, we have, let's see, inside the house we have the guest bathroom, we have the bathroom in our master bedroom, and then of course we have the kitchen to worry about. And if something is not right and it's sucking air in somewhere, then it messes everything up. And there we are struggling in order to get everything to work right. Good morning, how's it going? Good to see you. So you see and there's always leaks somewhere. So you have to cure those leaks in order to get it to work right. All right, that's my story on this plumbing thing. I'm sticking to it. Now, one of the answers Mike may tell me is take that water heater out. Doesn't need to be in line, and I probably agree with him. It doesn't. So that also is easy enough to do, but it's full right now, so it's working. You know, it's working for the moment. But once you turn this thing on and they start doing laundry, well, the water doesn't end up in that tank, and if you're using the water in the main house, there ain't none, or there ain't very much of it. There's only the amount that's in this reserve tank right here, the 5-gallon tank. And once that's empty, once it empties out, then it's gone, right? Another thing I noticed is that we have the water exiting from the top, and it probably should be exiting from the bottom, right? So there are overflow valves and everything like that on here. There's a PSI check valve on it, or whatever it's called. You know, that automatically opens up if it gets too much pressure in the tank. And so I'm sure somewhere around here there's also some kind of a exit valve. Maybe there isn't on the bottom of this tank somewhere. Oh, there isn't. So that's why. You got it coming in from the top and exiting from the top. Oh, wait, I see something. I see something down here. There it is. So the water should actually be exiting, and you have one here. It should be exiting through one of these ports and entering through one of these ports. If you wanted to set this up ideally, correctly, for what we're using it for. All right, well, I've done my best in trying to explain my dilemma here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm going to forward this off to Mike. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Later.